Picture this. You need to set up a light really, really quickly, but you don't have a light stand laying around. What do? I got you. You grab the base plate to your gimbal. You grab one of these little metal spigots. You thread her on there, assuming it threads. You open the base plate, set her down, grab your light of choice, and just like that, you got a light. What's up, everybody? My name is Caleb Bronco. I'm a photographer and filmmaker based here in South Florida, and today we're looking at the best light for content creators. This is the Aputure 100D, and it's their newest light from their line of Amaran products, which is usually geared to be more of the affordable side, but they're also just as good as the other ones. And I honestly think this is the best light for content creators out right now. They launched this light alongside the 200D, the 200X, and the 100X. The D means that it's daylight balance at 5600 Kelvin, and the X means that it's bicolor from 2700 up to 6500 Kelvin. While the daylight balance lights are brighter than their X counterparts, the bicolor allows you to match it to like any scene, which is very helpful. This video is not sponsored, by the way. I just really like this light. I have seen from some other channels that the 200D, the fan noise is quite loud and annoying, which is why I opted for the 100D. I think it's just a better all-around light, in my opinion. One of the crazy things about this 100D here is that it's almost as bright as my 120D Mark II that's lighting me now. But while that costs $750, this only costs $200. I dare you to find a better light on the market for that price. Some of the ways that they got the price of this light so low are in the packaging and the build. While my 120D comes in like a nice carrying case with zippers and everything, and compartments for everything, the 100D comes in this, which honestly is still great. It still has a handle and compartments for everything. It's just not a nice cloth case. As for the build of this light, instead of being made of all metal like the 120D, it's made out of mostly plastic, but it's not low quality plastic. And thankfully, all of the important components on this light are still made of metal. So like you're not gonna break it and it's not gonna fall off a stand or anything. I have seen people crack the plastic where it grips onto the head, but the inside of it is metal. So that's not breaking. As for the controls of this light, it's super easy. It's just an on-off switch, a Bluetooth reset, we'll get to that later, and then one dial that pushes in and twists, and that controls your intensity and any other features like effects and whatnot. And yes, this light is compatible with Sidus Link, which we'll get to. I think personally one of my favorite features is that they still managed to keep the Bowens mount on the front. So you can attach any modifier you want, whether it's this light dome or a light dome mini that I'm gonna put on here in a second, or a Fresnel, or anything. But I'm not so much of a specs channel. So why don't we get into the real meat of this video, which is I'm gonna be installing this light as a hair light from the ceiling. And to do this, I found this little thing on Amazon. It's basically a light stand attached to a plate that you can mount from the wall, or in my case, the ceiling. I've seen other people do this and it worked great. So let's get to it. I broke a screw. Let's go to Home Depot. Like always, I did not have the right tools for the job. So I had to get these, and these are concrete anchors because I have a concrete ceiling. As you can see, I changed clothes. I just spent about the last hour cleaning dust out of this studio. There was so much dust. But we finally got the light securely installed to the ceiling. That was a trip and a half. And now we just gotta rig it up and get power to it. So let's do it. I'm gonna be using the Mini Light Dome 2 for this. Just because I don't want like a crazy harsh light back here, so we'll see how it does. Aputure's second generation of light domes are so good because you don't have to like thread the rod through the thing to get it. It basically, it saves a ton of time. They're already like attached and you just pull it down and it's done. You just do it all around and it's good. This is the first time that I've used Aputure's mini light dome and it's so cute compared to the big one. It's so tiny. I'm also gonna be putting in their gel holders. I wanna put a like a warm gel in it so it gives like a nice warm light. So we'll see how that works out. And just like that, we have a softbox, but I am going to add a grid just to kind of direct the light a bit more so it doesn't spill. Easy peasy. I forgot to add the gel though, so this is gonna be fine. This looks good. What do you think? Now all we gotta do is put this thing up and attach power to it. So I'm thinking to install this wire so it's not just hanging straight down from the ceiling because that's annoying. I got adhesive Velcro and I'm just gonna Velcro it to the ceiling and then run it down the wall so you can't see it in the frame. I think that'll work fine. As always, that took a lot longer than I anticipated, which is fine because I'm really happy with how it turned out. If I zoom out, you can see it right up in the corner there. So, and I just have the wire fed down the wall into the outlet. So then when you zoom in, you don't even know it's there. Well, you can still see the cord, but you get it. But yeah, I am super happy with how this came out. And just to show you what it's doing to my hair light, if I turn off my key light, it's this nice kind of kiss of light that kind of separates me from the background and makes me kind of pop. So on, off, on, off, on. I think it's awesome. Also, one of the best parts about this light is you can control it with Aputure's app, their Sidus Link app, which I think they missed a very good app name. They could have just called it Aputure, but with 2 P's, but Aputure. Anyway though, if we go into our Sidus Link app here, we go to our Amaran 100D, you can see you can control everything right from here. You can turn it off, turn it on, increase the intensity, bring it back down again. I have a preset set for where I like it. You can set the dimming curves, you can do effects. It's super intuitive and I really, really, really like it. And then if you go back to other fixtures, like I can control these Amaran MCs in the background here, all from my phone. So I can get all my lights dialed in. It's super easy. I can still like monitor how it's looking without having to like adjust the light and check and adjust the light and check. Just do it all from here. And then here you can kind of see what it's doing to my hair here. Here's off and then on. I think it looks really nice. Adds a nice little kind of pop here. And that is it for today's video. I'm super excited with how the studio space is coming out. Just bit by bit, just kind of building it out. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I just really enjoyed making these videos and putting cool stuff out. I've got a bunch of cool ideas in the works. A couple fun things that I'm planning out. Lots of stuff with the old vintage lenses here in the background because they just look amazing. And if you want to see anything specific, tell me down in the comments. I'll see what I can do. So yeah, appreciate you all stopping by, and I will see you in the next one.